mathematically speaking as well, if your numerator is the same always and the denominator keeps increasing, the number below the division side keeps increasing, what happens? The whole thing becomes smaller every time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So the idea is, because your fixed cost is fixed, as you increase production, it is being spread over, divided among more and more units of output. So if I draw this, it will be always falling. So it will keep falling. It will be very close to your x-axis, but it will never be zero, because if you have some fixed cost, it cannot be zero, but it will always be falling. যত কোয়ান্টিটি বাড়ছে তত কি হচ্ছে, আমাদের এই যে অ্যাভারেজ ফিক্সড কস্টটা, if I draw it, it will become smaller and smaller every time. এটা কি সবাই বুঝতে পারছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is how average fixed cost actually behaves. It's quite straightforward to understand this, because average fixed cost remains the same regardless. Then you have your total variable, then you have your variable cost, average variable cost. Again, average variable cost, average money, it has to be divided by the quantity. So this is variable cost divided by quantity. So what happens to the variable cost of producing your output as your quantity changes? So if I increase my output, what happens to per unit variable cost? On average, একটা ইউনিটের উপরে কতটুকু variable cost আমার বা কতটুকু variable input use করতে হচ্ছে. So average variable cost actually depends on, behaves slightly differently than your fixed cost, because both these amounts keep changing. Ultimately, the shape is determined by your law of diminishing marginal returns. Your average total cost and average variable cost tend to have a very similar shape, which is generally a U shape. Both your average fixed cost and average variable cost tends to have a similar shape, which is a U shape, where they initially fall, they reach a point, minimum point, and then they rise again. So if we draw it against quantity, if we draw average total cost and average variable cost against the quantity, their placement will be different. Average total cost to higher hobe, because it also includes fixed cost. Average variable cost ekটু নিচে হবে, because it's just the variable cost. However, they tend to have a very similar shape, which is they first fall. As quantity increases, they initially fall and they reach a minimum point and they rise again. They have specific reasons, but the reason why they actually increase, it's the same reason, which is law of diminishing marginal returns. So আমরা দেখি, আমরা একটা map করে, then we look at the shape as we draw it, it will become clearer. So you have a table here where you have, basically this is the production function of a firm, which shows the amount of output they're producing. So this Q means the amount of output they're producing. Then you have their fixed cost. You need to calculate the average fixed cost. You have the total variable cost for different levels of output. From there, you have to calculate the average variable cost. Then you have to calculate the total cost, average total cost, and the marginal cost. So let's start with the total fixed cost. আমাদের যখন 0 unit produce হচ্ছে, fixed cost is $100. So what is the fixed cost when the firm is producing 1 unit? What's the fixed cost when the firm is producing 1 unit?
100.
100. When it's producing 2 units?
50.
Fixed cost, total fixed cost.
No, 100.
100. When it's producing 3 units?
100.
100. So the fixed cost, total fixed cost is the same regardless of how much you're producing. It's the same for every level of output. Now, what is the average fixed cost? এখানে দেয়া আছে fixed cost divided by quantity. Obviously, 100 divided by 0 is undefined. So আমাদের এখানে average fixed cost 0 unit থেকে start হবে না কখনই। 1 unit থেকে start হবে. So what is the average fixed cost when the firm is producing 1 unit?
100.
So it's 100 divided by 1. It's going to be 100. What is the average fixed cost when it's producing 2 units?
50.
So it's $50. So 100 divided by the quantity. So 100 divided by 2. This is going to be $50. What is the average fixed cost when it's producing 3 units?
33.33.
33.3.
33.33. So this is going to be what? 100 divided by 3. So the fixed cost is 100 divided by the quantity, which is 3. So এভাবে করে we can find the average fixed cost for different levels of output. You will see as you increase your output, your average fixed cost will keep falling. Okay, so আমাদের total variable cost information দেয়া আছে. Now we're going to find the average variable cost. Same thing, this time is just variable cost divided by quantity. So what is the average variable cost when the firm is producing 1 unit?
50, ma'am.
50. So this is the variable cost, which is 50 divided by the quantity, which is 1. It's going to be $50. When the firm is producing, let's say 2 units, what is the average variable cost?
40.
40. Why? 80 is the variable cost
Divided
divided
by
by 2, which is the
2.
quantity. So it's going to be $40. So what if the firm is producing 3 units? What is the average variable cost?
33.33.
Also 33.33, because the variable cost, total variable cost at 3 units of output is 100. So 100 divided by 3 is 33.33. Okay, what is the average variable cost of producing 10 units? 10 units.
38.
$38. It's dollars, so you need to mention the unit. Whenever you are answering in the exam, you need to mention the unit. So it's $38. So variable cost is 380 and output is 10 units. So this is going to be $38. So এভাবে করে we can calculate our average variable cost. So we will see next slide দেয়া আছে the completed table. আমরা next slide যাব একটু পরে. We'll see that this average variable cost initially falls. It reaches a minimum point and then it rises. So it's usually falling in the beginning because of increasing marginal productivity of labor. Initially, যেহেতু resources ra variable input রা একটু productive হয়, কারণ তাদের কি হচ্ছে, they're able to divide the task, they're able to specialize initially, তাদের কম time লাগে, কম resource লাগে, and basically they make less mistakes. So initially, the average point due to law of diminishing marginal returns, it actually starts increasing again. Then because there is a fixed input, when you're adding more and more variable inputs, their productivity tends to fall, and that's why cost at the point এর পর থেকে বাড়া শুরু করে. So average variable cost, you will see generally will have a U shape. So the reason is initially due to higher productivity and specialization, cost will fall. After a point, because we have a fixed input and we're adding variable inputs to it, their productivity will actually fall and ultimately the cost will start rising, average variable cost. So এখানে আমরা average variable cost টা calculate করলাম. Then we can calculate the total cost. Total cost is nothing but the fixed cost plus the variable cost. So what is the total cost when the firm is producing nothing? No quantity.
100, ma'am.
100. Because the fixed cost is 100 and the variable cost is 0. So 100 plus 0 gives you 100. So what is the total cost when the firm is producing 1 unit?
$150.
So $100 is the fixed cost plus $50 is the variable cost. So that's $150. What if the firm is producing, let's say 5 units? 5 units only, what's the total cost?
$230.
$230. $100 is the fixed cost plus $130 is the variable cost. That's $230. We'll see as production rises, total cost also rises. Obviously, the more you produce, the more variable input you need, and therefore the variable cost keeps rising. So as your production rises, your total cost also rises. এখন আমরা total cost information থাকলে we can find the average total cost as well. So there are 2 ways you can find it. One is you can add the average fixed cost and the average variable cost. So average fixed cost plus average variable cost will give you your average total cost. Or you can use the formula, which is total cost divided by the quantity of output. So what is the average total cost of producing 1 unit? 1 unit produce করতে on average কতটুকু খরচ হয় ফার্মটার? 1 unit.
$100, ma'am.
1 unit total cost divided by quantity?
And $150.
$150. The total cost for producing 1 unit is $150. So $150 divided by the quantity is 1, which is going to be $150. So what is the total cost? So what is the total cost of producing 2 units? 2 units produce করতে কতটুকু খরচ হচ্ছে?
180.
So 180, $100 plus $80. So what is the average total cost of producing those 2 units?
$90.
$90. So 180 divided by 2, that's the quantity. So that's $90. Just look at it. If you add your average fixed cost 50 and your average variable cost 40, you get $90. তার আগেরটাই average fixed cost was when you're producing 1 unit was $100 and the average variable cost was $50. 100 plus 50 is $150. এটা কি সবাই বুঝতে পারছে average total cost আমরা কিভাবে ক্যালকুলেট করছি?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you actually calculate the average total cost, you see as output rises, it will first fall and then it will rise. Generally has a U shape. It has 2 reasons. One of them is due to average fixed cost and the other is due to average variable cost. We'll look at the reason later on. But generally your average total cost has a U shape. It falls, it reaches a minimum at a specific level of output, it will be the lowest, and then it will increase again as output increases. So in the next slide, we already have this completed. So if you know how to calculate the first few units, the rest becomes pretty straightforward actually. Can you see average fixed cost? It keeps falling. যত output বাড়াচ্ছি, average fixed cost কমতে থাকছে. 150, 33.33, 25, 20, 16.67, and so on. Whereas average variable cost, you say it initially falls. It falls up to 5 units of production, then it starts rising again. That's because of law of diminishing marginal returns. So after from the 5th unit, until the 5th unit of production, your variable inputs are actually being productive. Their productivity is rising. They're able to produce more with the given resources. That's why cost is falling. But after that, as you add more inputs, because you have to, when you produce more, you need more variable inputs. As you keep adding inputs, the productivity কমতে থাকে, তাই cost actually বাড়া start করে. Whereas total cost is always rising. The more you produce, the more variable inputs you need. So generally, if you're producing 100 units, it will be costlier to produce 100 units compared to producing 20 units. Because 100 units of output requires more resources compared to 20 units of output. So therefore, total cost will rise with our production. Is everyone following what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Average total cost and average variable cost behave the same way because more or less their reasons are very similar. So average total cost আমরা কি দেখছি? Initially, it falls. So let's $150, then $90, then 66.67. It keeps falling up to the 7th unit of production. So when the firm is producing 7 units, that's when the average total cost is the lowest, right? 7 units is lowest na average total cost? 42.86.
Yes,
okay. So initially what happens? This average total cost, initially it falls, it reaches a minimum point. Say this is actually 7 units. And then it starts increasing again. This is your average total cost. So can you see after producing 7 units, when the firm produces 8 units, then 9 units, then 10 units, average total cost actually increases. So we'll look at the reason a little later on. But just remember, generally ABC and ATC fall and then rise at a specific point. When we draw them together, it is basically placing a different hobby. But generally, their shape is more or less similar. Now, what we want to look at is how we calculate the marginal cost. Marginal cost is the change in the total cost divided by the change in quantity. What happens to total cost as we increase our production by 1 unit every time? So what is the marginal cost of the first unit? So আমরা কি করব? 1 unit total cost minus 0 unit total cost divided by the change in the output. In this example, it's always changing by 1 unit. So it's pretty easy. You don't even need to divide it. So if I had to calculate the marginal cost of the first unit, so it will be what? Total cost of producing 1 unit. 1 unit produce korte total cost ki?
$150.
$150. What is the total cost of producing 0 units?
100.
$100. So
$100.
$100. So 150 minus 100 divided by 1, quantity 1 minus 0. So that's 50 divided by 1. So the marginal cost of the first unit of output is $50. Okay. Then what is the marginal cost of producing the second unit of output? Same bhabe calculate korbo. Total cost when you're producing 2 units minus total cost when you're producing 1 unit divided by the change in the output, which is 1. So এটা কি হবে এখন? 180 minus 150 divided by 2 minus 1. So that's going to be 30 divided by 1. So that's 30. So the marginal cost of producing the second unit of output is $30. সবাই কি বুঝতে পারছি আমরা কিভাবে মার্জিনাল কস্টটা ক্যালকুলেট করছি?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is the marginal cost of producing the 7th unit of output? So tell me the actual basically calculation. The 7th unit of output. I want to produce the 7th unit of output. So what's the total cost when you're producing 7 units? 7 units produce করতে কতটুকু খরচ হয়?
300, ma'am.
300.
300
minus $260
yes
divided by
1 যেটা না ডিভাইড করলে হবে
7 by 6 না
7 minus 6 7 minus 6 তো সবগুলোতেই দেখো
yes ma'am 1 ই হবে ma'am
1 হবে so if you increase your output from 6 units to 7 units how is your cost changing so 300 minus 260 divided by 7 minus 6 which is going to be $40. So the marginal cost of producing the 7th unit of output. So when you're increasing your output from 6 to 7, what happens to the cost? The marginal cost is going to be $40. Our cost is increasing by $40. So marginal cost কি সবাই বুঝতে পারছে কিভাবে ক্যালকুলেট করা হচ্ছে?
Yes, ma'am.
এখানে কিন্তু 1 ইউনিট করে দেয়া আছে বলে you don't have to divide it by 1 because it's obvious dividing something by 1 is the same thing as just calculating this much 300 minus 260 করলেই হবে but এটা কিন্তু যদি না দেয়া থাকতো 1 ইউনিটের difference you would have to divide it otherwise it would be wrong suppose you have 1 এখানে হচ্ছে 4 then you have 6 then you have 8 then you have 9 so if I ask you what is the marginal cost of the 9th unit of output so you need to make sure এই যে এখানে 9 এর যেটা টোটাল কস্ট ঠিক তার আগে যেটা কোয়ান্টিটি এখানে তো 8 এসেছে সাপোজ এটা 7 you would have to subtract the total cost of the 7 units of output divided by the change in the output which is 9 minus 7 not 1 so look at how your quantity is changing in the table that's how you should make sure to include it in your formula এখানে quantity 1 unit করে চেঞ্জ করছিস তাই I don't have to worry about this but if it wasn't changing by 1 unit by different amounts you need to ensure that you actually calculate the change in the quantity is this clear is everyone following
Yes,
ma'am.
okay
Yes,
so
ma'am.
marginal cost kintu you will see initially it tends to fall but marginal cost actually starts rising very quickly compared to average cost or average variable cost. That you see the minimum point on the marginal cost is at a much lower level of output. So ekhane ki lowest marginal cost is $10. So if we draw this function, this marginal cost curve, it will fall and then it will start rising very sharply. It actually looks like a Nike sign. Nike je brand ache setar sign er moto dekhte hoy sadhanoto marginal cost. It falls. It also reaches a minimum point, but then it rises very sharply. And that's what's happening actually. The marginal cost is the lowest at the 4th unit of output. But after that, it keeps on increasing very sharply. So in both in all of these average fixed cost, average variable cost, average total cost, and marginal cost, they all tend to initially fall. and then start rising. The difference between average variable cost, average total cost, and the marginal cost is that the first two, average variable cost and average total cost, it changes much at a very much slower rate because এখানে একটা larger quantity তে জিনিসটা divide হচ্ছে। তাই এটা fall করে at a higher level of output, then it rises, but it rises slowly. You see the increase or the decrease is actually quite slow. Where it comes to marginal cost, the change is very sharp. It falls quite fast. It reaches a minimum point quite fast, and then it increases quite fast as well. That's the difference because marginal cost ki one unit change er sathe amra always etake compare korchi. So the change is happening very fast. Whereas average cost or average variable cost is being spread over larger quantities of output. You can see the minimum point for your average variable cost is at 5 units of production, whereas for your average total cost is at 7 units of production. So যেখানে আমাদের average total cost টা সবচেয়ে lowest হয়, where whichever level of output where we have the lowest average total cost. In this example, it's 7 units of production, where the average total cost or the per unit cost is the lowest. A quantity অথবা এই আউটপুটটাকে আমরা বলি minimum cost output. This output is known as the minimum cost output. So if I ask you from the table, which is the minimum cost output, your answer will be 7 units. যে which level of output এ আমাদের average cost is সবচেয়ে lowest? That's when the firm is producing 7 units. এটাকে আমরা বলি minimum cost output. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So generally firms want to produce that level of output where the per unit or the average cost is actually low, is the lowest. So তারা actually চায় যে আমরা minimum cost output produce করি because on average that is the cheapest you can produce. Generally that's what actually firms want. এখন আমরা দেখব how to actually plot these graphs. Because it's very important to know how to plot them because it's a part of your syllabus. So here we have a smaller example because there's no point in looking at such a large example in class. As long as you get the idea how to plot, you can plot any amount. That's not an issue. So here we have another example where you have the production function of another firm. এখানে আমরা দেখছি what happens to output as the firm increases its output from 0 to 5 units. We have the fixed cost. It's always 40 taka, regardless of how much you're producing. Variable cost দেয়া আছে different levels of output এর জন্য. We can see with increasing output, variable cost also increases. Total cost, again, with increasing output, we'll see the total cost also increases. Total cost is the fixed cost plus the variable cost. If you add these two columns, you're going to get this column, the total cost curve. Then you have your marginal cost, which is nothing but the change in the total cost divided by the change in the quantity. So because also here, your quantity is changing by 1 unit, all you have to do is subtract the old total cost from the new total cost. So the marginal cost of the first unit is 80, the total cost of 1 unit, minus 40, the total cost of 0 units, which is going to be 40 taka. Whereas the marginal cost of the second unit is 100 minus 80, which is 20 taka. So I'm hoping marginal cost calculation are clear. You need to practice a lot. Okay, then you have your average total cost, which is nothing but your total cost divided by the quantity. Again, you'll see, notice here, it starts falling, it reaches the minimum point, then it rises again. So initially up to the 4th unit. So when the firm is producing 4 units of output, that's where the average cost or the per unit cost is the lowest. That's 43 taka. After that, if the firm keeps increasing output from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units and so on, we will see average cost will actually rise. এটা দেখা যাচ্ছে টেবিলে সবাই দেখতে পাচ্ছি, it falls, reaches a minimum point and then rises. Can everyone see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That means for this firm, the cost output is the average cost of production or the per unit cost is the lowest. That's 43 taka. Average variable cost, we know variable cost divided by quantity. Again, you have your variable cost in this column divided by the quantity of output. Again, you see variable cost actually falls. It falls up to 2 units of production, then it starts rising again. So always you'll notice marginal cost, average total cost, average variable cost, they initially fall up to some level and then they rise. It's just the shape is slightly different depending on how fast they react to changes in output. I'm going to take a draw kori. Generally, you will be asked to draw the margins together. So whenever you're drawing them, we're drawing the cost and the output relationship. So the cost changes depending on the output. So quantity will be on the horizontal axis and the cost will be on the vertical axis. Your cost will depend on how much you're producing. এখানে আমাদের from 0 to 5. So on the horizontal axis, you need at least 0 to 5 points. These are the different points you need at least. Generally, I keep one extra point just to make a clean diagram. You can stop up to 5 units. You don't have to go up to 6 units. Generally, I keep one extra unit. That's it. So on the horizontal axis, we have the quantity. So I'm going to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For just basically visual purposes, I have up to 6 units. Make sure that the gaps are equal. Otherwise, your diagram is incorrect. On the vertical axis, এখন আমরা কিভাবে decide করব আমাদের কয়টা points দরকার, what are the values we need? Look at these 3 columns, MC, ATC, and ABC. Look at the lowest and the highest amount. The highest amount is telling you at least up to how much you should be plotting. Among these 3 columns, which is the highest number? 18টার মধ্যে ATC, MC, ABC. $80. So that means at least you need up to $80 in your vertical.
Ma'am, কোথায়?
Lower than that. Because then that, আচ্ছা এখন কি শোনা যাচ্ছে? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
ঠিক আছে. So the last thing I said was basically the highest amount, which is $80, 80 টাকা, right? এই তিনটার মধ্যে highest হচ্ছে 80 টাকা. That means at least up to 80 টাকা has to be plotted on your cost axis, on your vertical axis. You cannot plot lower than that. If you plot lower than that, then you won't be able to correctly draw your ATC curve. Can everyone hear me properly? শোনা যাচ্ছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. তাহলে আমরা একটা করে আগে প্লট করি, one curve at a time. So let's start with let's say the marginal cost curve. So marginal, remember whenever you have marginal values, it has to be plotted between 2 points on your x-axis. That means if we're plotting marginal values, it has to be plotted between your quantities. So what is the marginal cost of the first unit of output?
40 টাকা.
40 টাকা. So where are we going to plot it? On the x-axis between 0 and 1. Exactly between 0 and 1. So এখানে হবে quantity plot হবে exactly between 0 and 1, and the cost will be plotted as usual. যেভাবে আমরা plot করি যে 40 তে গিয়ে আমরা plot করব. So this is where the quantity will be plotted. So definitely use your scale. And our cost is for the first unit, it's 40 taka. This is our first point on the marginal cost curve. Then what is the marginal cost of the second unit? The marginal cost of the second unit?
20 টাকা.
20
20
টাকা.
taka. So it will be between 1 and 2. The quantity will be plotted exactly in between 1 and 2, which is here. And the cost will be plotted at exactly 20 on the vertical axis, so which is here. So this is our second point on our marginal cost curve. Okay. Then for the third unit of output, the marginal cost is
32 টাকা.
32 taka. That means it will be plotted on the quantity axis between 2 and 3 here, and 32. So this is 31. This is 30, 31 somewhere here probably. So this is our third point on the marginal cost curve. Similarly, the marginal cost of the fourth unit of output is 40 taka.
40 টাকা
So between 3 and 4, which is here, and 40 taka is here. So this is our next point. And the last point, which is when you're producing 5 units, the fifth unit of output, the marginal cost of the fifth unit is 48 taka. So between 4 and 5, that's where the quantity is plotted, and 48 should be somewhere here. So this is our last point. Once you join these lines, a line actually are smooth for some reason, I don't know why Excel plotted it like this. You have your marginal cost. So it will generally look like this. So marginal cost marginal কোনো value কে একটু slightly differently plot করতে হয়। এছাড়া everything else is plotted as usual. Yes.
ম্যাম কোয়ান্টিটি আচ্ছা নিচে যে এটা লাইনটা সেটা কোয়ান্টি 0 আর 1 এর মাঝখানে কেন বসলো কোয়ান্টিটি
মার্জিনাল আমরা মনে আছে মার্জিনাল ইউটিলিটি প্লট করেছিলাম, ডু ইউ রিমেম্বার?
ইয়েস ম্যাম
তখনও বলেছি যে মার্জিনাল যে কোনো ভ্যালু আমরা দেখতেছি। মার্জিনাল বলতে কি বুঝেছি? হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্স ইফ ইউ চেঞ্জ ইয়োর বিহেভিয়ার বাই 1 unit? The idea behind it is what happens if I go from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3? এই যে আমার চেঞ্জটা হচ্ছে তার সাথে what is happening to the cost. That's basically how they determine to plot marginal values. That's how it was determined. That's it. It has to be plotted between the quantities.
ওকে ম্যাম
If my behavior changes from 0 to 1, from 1 to 2, if my behavior changes by 1 unit, এই চেঞ্জটা যখন হচ্ছে আমার কস্টটা কিভাবে বিহেভ করছে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমরা মিডলে প্লট করি।
ওকে ওকে
ওকে, সো দিস ইজ ইয়োর মার্জিনাল কস্ট। একটা কার্ভ আঁকার পরে সেটাকে লেবেল করতে হবে মাস্ট। যেহেতু আমি মার্জিনাল কস্ট ড্র করেছি, I have written MC beside it because I know MC is marginal cost. Similarly, let's plot your average total cost and average variable cost. This is straightforward. That's the easy part. Average total cost আমরা যেটা quantity সেটার উপরেই আমরা আমাদের কস্টটাকে প্লট করে দিব। Average total cost and average variable cost. So when you're producing 1 unit, the average total cost is 80. So 1 unit average total cost is going to be 80. When you're producing 2 units, the average total cost is 50. So this is 2 units. And this is where it's 50. So এখানে আমি 5 units এর গ্যাপ দিয়েছি vertical axis এ। It's easier to plot that way. You have enough space as well as you have enough points so that in between 33, 36 এগুলো easily plot করা যায়। Okay, when you're producing 3 units, the average total cost is 44 taka. So somewhere here. So that's 3 units. And when you're producing 4 units, average variable cost is 43 taka. So somewhere here. And when you're producing 5 units, the average total cost is 44. So last year, you can see average total cost কিন্তু খুব slowly change হচ্ছে, not like marginal cost. It should be somewhere here, 44. Once you join them, you will see it will fall and then slowly start rising. এখানে তো only 5 units পর্যন্ত প্লট করেছি, আরো বেশি যদি প্লট করতাম you would see it would look something like this. So that's your average total cost. Similarly, আমরা average variable cost-টাকেও প্লট করব। যেহেতু average total cost, I'll write that this is average total cost. I need to mention it. Similarly, I'll also plot the average variable cost. Same way, quantity, exact quantity, and exact variable cost, not like marginal. So when you're producing 1 unit, the average variable cost is 40 taka. So at 1 units in the quantity and at 40 taka in the cost, that's where your average variable cost will be plotted. Similarly, when you're producing 2 units, average variable cost is 30 taka. So when you're producing 2 units, that's where your quantity is 2 and average variable cost is 30. So the same way, it will start falling and then after a point, it will slowly rise. এটা কি সবাই বুঝতে পারছে প্লটিংটা? সবাই কি বুঝতে পারছে? কারো কোনো কনফিউশন আছে?
নো ম্যাম
Others, I can hear only 2 or 3 voices. This is a part of your syllabus. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One thing you will notice is that the marginal
Yes, ma'am.
cost curve you will see whenever you draw a marginal cost curve, an average total cost curve, and average variable cost curve together, it will always cross the average total cost curve at its minimum point, at its lowest level of output. Average total cost is low. শোনা যাচ্ছে না? Can you hear me?
ম্যাম কেটে কেটে আসতেছে
একটু
এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যালো
ইয়েস ম্যাম
ম্যাম
Yes, can you hear me now?
আসছে
ইয়েস ম্যাম
এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে না?
ইয়েস ম্যাম
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
one thing you will notice is your average, your marginal cost curve will always cross your average total cost curve at the average total cost curve's lowest point. যেখানে minimum cost output টা হবে, which is 4 units. Do you see that at 4 units, the average
ম্যাম এবারও শোনা যাইতেছে না কিছু
cost is the lowest? Can everyone hear me?
নো ম্যাম
Yes, ma'am, but it buffers
ভিজে যাচ্ছে ম্যাম
sometimes.
প্রচুর।
Clearly শোনা যাচ্ছে না এখনো?
ম্যাম
ম্যাম
আটকে
আবার
আটকে
আপনি
যায়
যখন
হঠাৎ
সেন্টেন্স বলা শুরু করেছিলেন কথা কেটে কেটে আসছিল
এখন কি ঠিক করে শোনা যাচ্ছে না?
Yes,
জি,
ma'am.
এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে
ইয়েস ম্যাম
Okay, I don't know what's wrong. Acha. I was saying that whenever you draw your MC and ATC curve together, can everyone hear me now clearly?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Whenever
Yes.
you draw your MC and ATC curve together, you will always see that the MC curve, the marginal cost curve, will always cross your ATC curve, your average total cost curve, at its lowest point. Eta kintu ATC lowest point, which is 4 units of output. Do you see when the firm is producing 4 units, the average total cost is the lowest, 43 taka? Can you see?
ইয়েস
Yes,
ম্যাম
ma'am.
Okay, so that means at 43 taka, the marginal cost curve will actually cross the average total cost curve at 43 taka. That's when 4 units are being produced. Eta dekha jacche na je MC curve ta ATC curve ta ki thik ATC এর minimum এ cross করছে না?
Yes,
ইয়েস
ma'am.
ম্যাম
এই গ্রে কার্ভটা ব্লু কার্ভটাকে কোথায় ক্রস করছে? ব্লু কার্ভটার লোয়েস্ট পয়েন্টে। জেনারেলি দ্যাটস হাউ দে আর রিলেটেড। ইফ ইউ ড্র, আমাকে যদি কেউ নাম্বার না দিয়ে থাকে, আমি যদি উইদাউট এনি নাম্বারস ড্র করি এমসি এটিসি কার্ভ, ইউ উইল সি দিস ইজ কোয়ান্টিটি, দিস ইজ কস্ট। ইউ উইল সি ইফ দিস ইজ ইয়োর এটিসি কার্ভ, এই পয়েন্টের থ্রু এমসি ক্রস করবে। সবাই দেখতে পাচ্ছে, এটা শুনতে পাচ্ছে?
Yes,
ইয়েস
ma'am.
ম্যাম
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
ম্যাম সবসময় হবে যে মার্জিনাল কস্টের যে
Yes,
কার্ভটা
generally holding everything else constant, generally that's how marginal cost and average total cost are related. The marginal cost crosses the average total cost at the average total cost's lowest point. That's how farm production actually behaves, if in the books. In real life, not always, but generally that's the case. That is how it should be. So whenever we draw these 3 curves, একটা জিনিস আমাদের মনে রাখতে হবে, A, MC will cross ATC at its lowest point, and B, that ATC is always above ABC. আমরা এই দুইটাকে যদি প্লট করি, ATC curve and ABC curve, ATC obviously উপরে থাকবে, because ATC টা কি? ABC plus
টোটাল
AFC.
কস্ট ম্যাম।
So that's the average of the total cost. That means ATC তে কি আরেকটা কস্ট আসলে ইনক্লুডেড, যেটা হচ্ছে average fixed cost. So তাই average variable cost কে আমি যেখানেই ড্র করি না, average total cost তার উপরেই হবে, কারণ average total cost এ দুইটা কস্ট ইনক্লুডেড, average variable cost and average fixed cost. এখন the one thing I need to tell you is the shape of the ATC curve. Why does it actually fall and then rise and generally looks like this? The ATC curve, the shape ultimately depends on what the ATC curve is made up of. ATC টা কি? It's the average fixed cost plus average variable cost. Why? Because total cost is the fixed cost plus the variable cost. ATC টা কি? All we're doing is dividing it by quantity, right?
ইয়েস ম্যাম।
Okay, so that means the shape will depend on both of these, AFC and ABC. সাধারণত এই দুইটা কার্ভ, বেসিক্যালি ABC আর AFC দুটো cost differently behave করে. So there are two reasons. So initially, what happens to the ATC curve? If we draw an ATC curve, initially up to, so this is my quantity, this is the cost. Initially up to some quantity, let's call it Q star. Up to Q star, as you increase your output, ATC falls, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's because of your average fixed cost. Average fixed cost always কিভাবে behave করে? Average fixed cost is fixed cost divided by quantity. As quantity rises, what happens to average fixed cost?
Decrease, ma'am.
It decreases. So initially when you are increasing your output, what's happening? আমি যত আউটপুট বাড়াচ্ছি এই average fixed cost কি ততই ফল করছে না?
হ্যাঁ, ma'am.
Okay, so initially when you're increasing your output from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, your output is increasing very fast. That's why your average fixed cost falls very fast. So AG fixed cost as we're increasing our output, it's being divided or spread over more and more quantities. তখন কি হয় এই between the two costs আমি যত আউটপুট বাড়াচ্ছি আমার একদিক দিয়ে কি ফিক্সড কস্টে ডিভাইড হয়ে যাচ্ছে এখন আউটপুট বাড়ানোর সাথে সাথে আমার নিশ্চয়ই ভেরিয়েবল কস্ট দরকার পড়ছে the more I produce the more inputs I need so variable cost initially may fall due to law of diminishing marginal returns or it may also rise not necessarily যেটা always fall করবে the point is initially up to Q star up to this level of output minimum cost output পর্যন্ত আমাদের যে ফিক্সড কস্টটা the average fixed cost dominates the shape it decides what happens to the shape and age the fact that the average fixed cost falls very fast due to increasing output that's known as the spreading effect spreading ta kotha theke asche the fact that the fixed cost is being spread over more and more output age the initial fall in the average total cost is due to the spreading effect which is as output increasing fixed cost keeps on average fixed cost keeps on falling and falling and falling so what it does is the average fixed cost is stronger compared to the average variable cost up to Q star that's why the average fixed cost actually pulls down the average total cost curve এটা কি সবাই ফলো করতে পারছে
Yes, ma'am.
okay now after you reach the minimum cost output what happens your law of diminishing marginal return starts working তখন আমাদের ফিক্সড কস্ট ঠিকই ফল average fixed cost ঠিকই ফল করবে because average fixed cost is always falling but it falls at a very slow rate খুবই কম অ্যামাউন্টে অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটা ফল করছে that's why it is no longer as strong তখন কি হচ্ছে আমাদের average variable costটা strong হয়ে যাচ্ছে so what happens is that after the minimum cost output Q star has been reached as you increase your output yes average fixed cost is definitely falling because fixed cost is the same and quantity is increasing however the average variable cost rises very fast due to law of diminishing marginal returns what happens as you increase your output you need more variable inputs but because we're in the short run because we have fixed input as we add more variable inputs after a certain point their productivity falls and the cost keeps increasing so সেই একই amount of output produce করতে আমার সেই এক ইউনিট প্রডিউস করতে আগে থেকে বেশি ভেরিয়েবল ইনপুট দরকার হচ্ছে বিকজ তাদের প্রোডাক্টিভিটি কমে গিয়েছে তাহলে অন অ্যাভারেজ দ্য ভেরিয়েবল কস্ট স্টার্টস ইনক্রিজিং আফটার কিউ স্টার যত আমি আউটপুট বাড়াবো অ্যাভারেজ ভেরিয়েবল কস্ট ততই বাড়তে থাকবে and it is much stronger compared to the average fixed cost that's why after Q star the average variable cost is the dominating factor so as you increase your quantity after Q star what is happening average variable cost is rising average fixed cost is falling but average variable cost is rising at a much faster rate so that decides the shape after Q star that decides the shape of ATC so this part where ATC is rising it's due to something known as diminishing returns effect সেটা কি আসছে average variable cost থেকে আসছে Due to law of diminishing marginal returns, average variable cost is rising. And therefore, your average total cost is being pulled up. এটা কি সবাই বুঝতে পারছে? Are you able to follow this much?
Yes, ma'am.
So So two factors, basically two effects determine the shape of ATC. And these two effects come from the two costs that make up the ATC. Average total cost is basically nothing but average fixed cost plus average variable cost. Each of these behave in a specific way when output is increasing. Average fixed cost কি হয় যখন output increase হচ্ছে average fixed cost fall করতে থাকবে. So initially this fall is very fast, it's very strong. That's why initially what it does is this pulls down the average total cost. তাই যখন আমরা draw করি up to the minimum cost output average total cost fall করে কারণ average fixed cost অনেক বেশি fall হচ্ছে, so it's pulling it down. That's the spreading effect. But after the minimum cost output, the average variable cost is rising very fast due to law of diminishing marginal returns. So that's when the average variable cost becomes stronger, and that determines what happens to the rest of the ATC curve. It actually pulls it up. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is the main. Make sure to go through it in the book. It will be clearer again. Any confusion, make sure to talk to me during office hours. So this is basically what determines the shape of the ATC. এই যে দুইটা different costs involved ATC তে এটাই determine করছে। তারা কিভাবে কোয়ান্টিটির সাথে behave করছে সেটাই determine করছে। Okay. The relationship between ATC and MC. Someone asked me, is it the case that always MC will cross the ATC at its lowest point? So সেটা কিন্তু আমরা একটা রিলেশনশিপ দিয়ে অ্যাকচুয়ালি এক্সপ্লেইন করতে পারবো, এন্ড ইটস নট নেসেসারি যেটা কস্টের ক্ষেত্রে যে কোনো ভ্যারিয়েবলের মার্জিনাল এন্ড দ্য অ্যাভারেজ ভ্যালুস will behave the same way. It doesn't have to be just cost. So we've seen that the MC always intersects the ATC at the ATC's lowest point. That's the minimum cost output. The general idea is if your marginal cost is higher than your average cost, sorry, average total cost. So at any level of output, let's say here, at Q1, যখন ফার্মটা Q1 প্রডিউস করছে, marginal cost-টা কোথায়? So when the firm is producing Q1, the marginal cost, so this is the MC curve, this is where the marginal cost is, right? Can everyone see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And at Q1, what is the average total cost? Here. So this is the ATC, this is the MC. So ATC1, MC1. So when the firm is producing Q1 amount of the output, the marginal cost is on the marginal cost curve. This is the marginal cost. And the average total cost on the average total cost curve is here. Suppose marginal cost is 5 taka and average cost is, let's say, 8 taka. So what is happening to the average cost? আমরা এখন যদি output বাড়াই, let's say আমরা এখন output Q2 তে নিচ্ছি. Can you see what is happening to the average cost curve? Is it falling or rising? আমরা যদি এখন Q2 তে যাই, if we produce Q2,
Ma'am, falling.
it is falling. Do you see as I increase my output from Q1 to Q2, what's happening? ATC টা আগে ছিল এই পয়েন্টে, এখন it's falling to this point. This happens whenever your marginal cost is below your average total cost, or marginal value of any variable is below the average value of that variable. So whenever at any level where your marginal cost is below your average total cost, if you keep increasing your production from that level, you will see that the average cost will fall. So এখানে যদি আমরা different একটা quantity নিতাম, let's say here, somewhere here, let's say this is Q1. Q1 থেকে let's say আমরা Q2 তে গেলাম, then আমরা Q3 তে গেলাম. What's happening to the output? Output increase করছে, average cost এর কি হচ্ছে? Average total cost কি fall করছে না?
Yes,
Isn't
ma'am.
average? So can you notice at Q1, Q2, Q3, at all of these levels, your marginal cost is always below the average cost?
Yes, ma'am.
So as long as the marginal cost is below the average cost, average total cost actually falls. The marginal cost, it pulls down your average cost. আমি যদি এখন Q1 থেকে Q2 তে প্রোডাকশন বাড়াই, Q2 থেকে Q3 তে প্রোডাকশন বাড়াই, অ্যাভারেজ টোটাল কস্ট ফল করবে, because at all of these levels the marginal cost is below the average cost. Whereas what if the marginal cost is above your average cost? Suppose Q1 এখানে, Q2 এখানে, Q3 এখানে. So what is happening to the marginal cost? Can you see at Q1 the marginal cost is here, whereas the average cost is here. দেখা যাচ্ছে যে marginal cost is higher than average total cost. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now suppose I increase my output from Q1 to Q2. What's happening to average cost? Average total cost এর কি হচ্ছে? Increase করছে না decrease করছে?
Increase করছে.
Increase করছে from this point to this point. Similarly, what if I increase my output from Q2 to Q3? What is happening to average cost, average total cost?
Increase করছে.
It's increasing because at all of these levels, Q1, Q2, Q3, marginal cost is always above the average cost. So if I increase my output from Q1, because at Q1 marginal cost is higher than the average total cost, if I increase my output from Q1, the average cost will rise, average total cost increase করবে. So whenever we increase our output from any level where the marginal cost is higher than the average cost will increase. Whereas if we increase our production from any level where the marginal cost is lower than the average cost, like for example here, আমরা যদি Q start থেকে increase করি আমাদের production, where the marginal cost is lower than the average cost will actually fall. এটা কি সবাই ফলো করতে পারছে? Can everyone
Yes,
hear me?
ma'am.
Yes,
The
yes, ma'am.
idea is, where am I increasing my output from? Am I increasing it from a level where MC is lower than ATC? So if I'm producing Q star, if I increase my output from Q star, at Q star I can see that your MC is lower than ATC. That means average cost will fall if I increase my output from Q star. Whereas what if I increase my output from, let's say, Q2? At Q2, we can see at Q2 levels of output, marginal cost is higher than average cost. And we'll see if I increase my output from Q2, average cost will rise. It depends on where am I increasing my output from. Only at the minimum cost output, এই যে minimum cost outputটা only এখানেই কিন্তু আমাদের average cost and marginal cost will be equal to each other. Only at the minimum cost output they will be equal to each other. এটার জন্য একটা simple explanation আছে, a very simple example. Let's say currently আমরা একটা অন্য কস্টের বাহিরে একটা example use করি. Currently, let's say there are 20 people in a room. There are 20 people in a room, and each of them সবার weight হচ্ছে, let's say, 50 kgs করে. So each of them had the same weight of 50 kgs. Now my question is, so what is the average weight in the room? So there are 20 people. What is the average weight? Each of them are 50 kgs. Average weight কি হতে পারে? সবাই কি শুনতে পাচ্ছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. সবারটাই সেম, রাইট? আমরা যদি ম্যাথ দিয়ে এটাকে দেখাই, not a problem. There are 20 people in a room. Each weigh 50 kgs. Therefore, room a total weight কি? 20 into 50, which is 1000 kgs. Obviously, তাহলে average weight কি হবে? 50. They're all the same weight. So average weight is total weight 1000 divided by number of people, which is 20, which is 50 kgs. So that's the average weight in the room. Now let's say a person enters the room. That is what? Our 21st person, right? 20 জন আছে, একজন রুমে এন্টার করলো। Suppose এই 21st person এর weight হচ্ছে let's say 80 kgs. This new person, this marginal person who enters the room, this person's weight is 80 kgs. So the marginal weight in the room is 80 kgs. Now, এখন what is the average weight? এখন average weight কত হবে? কিভাবে ক্যালকুলেট করব? অলরেডি 20 পিপলের ওয়েট আমরা আচ্ছা তো কিভাবে ক্যালকুলেট করলাম? টোটাল ওয়েটটা বের করতে হবে আগে 21 পিপল। সো আই নো 20 পিপলের টোটাল ওয়েট কত? 50 into 20 plus the 21st person, which is 80. So 50 into 20 is 1000 plus 80 is 1080 divided by how many people? How many
21.
people? 21. So 1080 divided by 21. So কি আসে average weight?
51.42.
Okay. So our new average weight is now 51.42 kgs. What happened to the average weight? Did it increase or decrease? আগে কি ছিল 50 kgs?
Increased.
এখন it increased. Reason কি? আমাদের যে মার্জিনাল পার্সনটা এন্টার করলো রুমে তার ওয়েট কি আমাদের এক্সিস্টিং অ্যাভারেজ ওয়েট থেকে বেশি ছিল না?
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever the marginal value is higher than your average value, the average will increase. So we had 20 people in the room. When the number of people increased to 21, because the 21st person was heavier than your average weight in the room, after that person entered, the average weight increased from 50 kgs to 51.42. So the same thing is happening. আমাদের যখনই marginal cost higher than the average cost, somewhere here, let's say here, if I increase the quantity of output, you will see average cost will rise, right? এখানে যাচ্ছে না Q1 থেকে যদি আমি Q2 তে প্রোডাকশন বাড়াই অ্যাভারেজ কস্টের কি হচ্ছে বেড়ে যাচ্ছে না?
Yes, ma'am.
That's because at Q1 MC is higher than ATC. The same thing is happening here. Right now, when there are 20 people in the room, on average the weight is 50 kgs. When the 21st person enters, whose weight is 80 kgs, marginal weight 80 kgs, it's higher than the average weight. What is happening to the average weight now? Isn't it increasing? Isn't it increasing? Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever the marginal value is higher than the average value, if you increase your output, the average will increase. Where the opposite would happen. What if আমাদের 20 people average হচ্ছে 50 kgs? What if, let's say the 21st person is a child who enters, whose weight is 30 kgs? What is the average weight now in the room? So total weight কত? 1000 plus 30. 21 people এর weight হচ্ছে 20 people এর weight হচ্ছে 1000 plus হ্যাঁ plus the new person. So 1030 divided by 21. So it is 49.03.
05.
আচ্ছা 0503 kgs. Isn't it lower than your average weight?
Yes, ma'am.
Previous average weight? Because this new person, the marginal weight is lower than your average weight. So it lowers your average weight in the room. It pulls down the average value. The same goes here. If the marginal cost is below your average cost, this is the average total cost. And this is the marginal cost at Q star. এখন Q star থেকে যদি আমি প্রোডাকশন বাড়াই আমি দেখব ATC fall করবে because the marginal cost is below the ATC. Same story here. Because the marginal weight is below the average weight, it pulls down the average. What if the 21st person was 50 kgs? যে 21st সে যদি 50 kg হতো তাহলে average weight এর কি হতো? Same থাকতো না 50 kgs? Right? The total weight in the room would be, everyone is 50 kgs. So 21 into 50, right? 1050?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Same
Okay.
থাকতো।
divided by 21. That's 50 kgs. So that's basically your minimum point. So at this point exactly, you can see that both MC and AC are equal. So the same goes here. If the 21st, if the marginal person is the same weight as my average weight in the room, the average remains the same. Same story, এখানে দুটো একই জিনিস হচ্ছে। এখানে cost দিয়ে দেখছি আর generally এখানে আমরা just weight দিয়ে দেখছি। You could have used height here. You could have used your CGPA. যে এই সেমিস্টার আমার CGPA হচ্ছে 3.5. So আমি যদি next semester আমার CGPA বাড়াতে চাই আমার 3.5 এর বেশি দরকার কিন্তু। So marginal CGPA has to be higher than my current average CGPA. Is this clear?
Yes,
Is everyone
ma'am.
following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The last thing is basically long run. আমরা এতক্ষণ পর্যন্ত short run দেখেছি. We just need to have a small idea about the long run cost curve. In the long run, short run আর long run এর difference টা কি? কারো মনে আছে the difference between the short run and the long run? What is the difference between the short run and the long run? Short run আর long run এর মধ্যে difference কি? No one remembers? Short run এ কি? At least কি বলেছি ক্লাসে আসার আগে একবার হলে স্লাইডটা দেখে আসতে হবে। এই কথাটা আমি অনেকবার বলেছি।
Short run one input is fixed.
At least one input is
Is
fixed.
fixed.
In the long run,
All input can be variable.
yes, all inputs can be variable. You can choose different amounts of inputs in the long run. In the short run, at least one has to be fixed. All can be fixed, but at least minimum one input has to be fixed. There's no way for a certain period of time you can change the amount of your fixed input. Whereas in the long run, you have choices. You can determine the level of your inputs based on how much you want to produce. আমরা যখন different amounts of production করব, it's very natural that you may need different sizes of your inputs. Obviously, variable input আমরা জানি যে আউটপুটের সাথে সাথে এটা বাড়তে থাকবে। কিন্তু অনেক সময় হতে পারে আমার যে প্ল্যান্টের সাইজটা, আমার যে মেশিনারিজ অ্যামাউন্টটা, the land I have, it's not suitable for a different amount of output that I want to produce. In the long run, you have choices. If you're producing 100 units, you know how much fixed input you need. So whereas if you want to change your level of output, say let's say 200 units, সেটাতেও তোমার flexibility আছে চুজ করার যে কতটুকু ল্যান্ড দরকার, কতটুকু স্পেস দরকার। So you have the ability to choose between different plant sizes or different amounts of your capital, land, etc. to suit how much you want to produce. Not necessarily যে এখন আমি যতগুলো মেশিন, যতগুলো স্পেস নিয়ে আমার 100 ইউনিটস প্রডিউস করছি, যে 200 ইউনিট প্রডিউস করলেও আমি একই অ্যামাউন্ট অফ ল্যান্ড আর একই অ্যামাউন্ট অফ মেশিনস দিয়ে করতে পারবো। Not necessarily, right? Based on my level of output, the size of my plant may need to be changed. আমি অলওয়েজই তো নিশ্চয়ই একই অ্যামাউন্ট প্রডিউস করতে থাকবো না। আমার হতে পারে মার্কেটের সিচুয়েশনের উপর বেস করে আমার প্রোডাকশন বাড়াতে হতে পারে। প্রোডাকশন বাড়ালে হয়তো আমার একটা ডিফারেন্ট সাইজ অফ প্ল্যান্টের দরকার হতে পারে, মেবি আ লার্জার প্ল্যান্ট। অথবা হয়তো আমার প্রোডাকশন কমাতেও হতে পারে, তখন কি একটা স্মলার সাইজ অফ প্ল্যান্টের আমার দরকার হতে পারে। In the long run, you have that option. You have the option to choose between the amounts of your basically inputs that you need. Short run কি যে কোনো একটা ইনপুট আছে এমন যেটাকে আমি চেঞ্জ করতে পারছি না, বাট লং রানে I have that ability. So the question is, in the long run, how does your average cost curve actually look like? Your short run average cost curve and your long run average cost curve. Short run average cost এখন পর্যন্ত যা যা ডিসকাশন করেছি সব কিন্তু শর্ট রানে, যে একটা স্পেসিফিক ফিক্সড ইনপুট থাকলে this is the average cost curve of the firm. But now what if I can change the amount of that so-called fixed input? Now what will happen to my cost? So ekhane we are saying that because we are in the long run, the firm has a flexibility in choosing its amount of fixed costs. So for example, let's draw the two axes first. So this is our cost, this is our quantity. সবাই দেখতে পাচ্ছে? Can everyone see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. let's say we are in the long run. That means the firm has the ability to basically use different amounts of its inputs to produce different amounts of the output. যে আমি আজকে 100 ইউনিটস প্রডিউস করতে চাচ্ছি, তার জন্য আমার যতটুকু ইনপুট আমি সেটা ইউজ করব, আমার ইচ্ছা মতো আমি চেঞ্জ করতে পারবো। So let's say there are 3 plant sizes available. So depending on how much the firm wants to produce. So depending on a specific plant size, এখন even if we are in the long run, every long run has a short run inside it. কারণ আমি যখন একটা লেভেল অফ আউটপুট ডিসাইড করছি, তার উপরে বেস করে কিন্তু আমি আমার ইনপুটগুলোকে ইউজ করছি। So for a certain period of time, that among those inputs, some inputs will be fixed, such as your plant size, such as the factory space. যে এখন আমি ডিসাইড করছি নেক্সট ফিউ মান্থস আমি 100 ইউনিটস প্রডিউস করব, তাহলে 100 ইউনিটসের জন্য যত বড় প্ল্যান্ট সাইজ দরকার, নেক্সট ফিউ মান্থসের জন্য কিন্তু আমার ঠিক ততটুকুই প্ল্যান্ট সাইজটা থাকবে। So for a certain period of time, once you have decided I want to produce this much, you will be locked into a short run, but you have the ability to change it. That's the difference between the short run and the long run. যে আমি যখন ডিসাইড করছি আমি এতটুকু প্রডিউস করব, তার জন্য যতটুকু ফ্যাক্টরি স্পেস, তার জন্য যতটুকু ইনপুট দরকার সেটাকে আমি ইউজ করছি। So unless I change the amount of my output, I will stay in that plant. So আমি কি হচ্ছে একটা শর্ট রানে এন্টার করে যাচ্ছি, even though I have the ability to choose the different sizes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with drawing the specific short run average total cost curve for that plant size. So let's say this is your short run ATC curve. Short run SR হচ্ছে short run ATC curve for plant size 1. That's a small plant size. And as a firm, আমরা সাধারণত কি lowest out basically minimum cost output প্রডিউস করতে চাই, যেখানে ATC যে সবচেয়ে lowest আমরা সেই লেভেল অফ আউটপুটে প্রডিউস করতে চাচ্ছি। Suppose the firm, in order to produce 100 units, the firm needs the smallest plant size. So let's say a 100 units produce korte minimum cost hoche here, and this is the average cost curve when the firm is producing 100 units. এই কার্ভটা আমাদেরকে দেখাচ্ছে average cost curve when the firm is producing 100 units. Let's say the firm also has an option of producing 200 units. Let's say when the firm produces 200 units, SRATC2 is its ATC curve. যখন 200 units produce করছে, that's the average total cost curve for those 200 units. And this is where it's cheapest to produce those 200 units. সবাই কি এটা ফলো করতে পারছে? Is everyone following what I'm saying?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
ঠিক আছে. Now let's say the firm has another option of a third plant size, which is a larger plant size. Now for that plant, for that level of output, this is the short run average total cost curve. So let's say এখানে আমাদের হয়তো minimum pointer হবে. Okay, so let's say it can produce 300 units. It can choose between which plant to basically produce in based on how much it wants to produce. So as a firm, I want to produce at the minimum cost output. Suppose the firm currently, let's say the firm has a plant size which is medium plant size star. Average total cost curve in the short run is this one, SRATC2. Now let's say this is the current plant size of the firm, and the firm wants to produce 100 units. Firm কতটুকু produce করছে? 100 units. So if it is on this curve, this is the average total cost curve based on the current size of the plant, which is medium. What is the average cost for 100 units? আমাদের তাহলে এই কার্ভটাতে দেখতে হবে না? কারেন্টলি আমরা যে কার্ভটায় আছি, this one. Is everyone following? The currently the size of the plant, the production, the size of the factory and machineries, it's medium. And the firm wants to produce 100 units. So if I look at the short-run average total cost curve, the second curve, which is basically the cost curve for the medium plant size, আমাদের 100 ইউনিট প্রডিউস করতে অ্যাভারেজ কস্ট এখানে না, 100 ইউনিট প্রডিউস করতে দেখতে পাচ্ছি সবাই?
Yes, ma'am.
সো এই কার্ভটা হচ্ছে আমাদের কারেন্ট কার্ভ SRATC 2, দ্যাটস দ্য মিডিয়াম সাইজ, বাট আই ওয়ান্ট টু প্রডিউস 100 ইউনিটস। তাহলে আমাদের এই কার্ভটাতে অ্যাভারেজ কস্টটা বলে দিবে 100 ইউনিটস এর কি হবে। তো সাপোজ আমাদের অ্যাভারেজ কস্টটা হচ্ছে 8 টাকা, শর্ট রান অ্যাভারেজ কস্ট when you're producing 100 units in the medium plant. But can I produce those 100 units at a cheaper cost? এটা কি মিনিমাম কস্ট আউটপুট প্রডিউস হচ্ছে ফর দিস প্ল্যান্ট সাইজ? এই 100 ইউনিটসটা কি মিনিমাম কস্ট আউটপুট মিডিয়াম প্ল্যান্টের জন্য?
No, ma'am.
নো, মিডিয়াম প্ল্যান্টের মিনিমাম কস্ট আউটপুট কত? 200 না? 200 ইউনিটস
তো quantity এখানে
কস্ট
100 এর
আউটপুট,
জন্য
মিনিমাম কস্ট আউটপুট। আমার যদি এই প্ল্যান্ট সাইজটা হতো মিডিয়াম, তাহলে হোয়াট উড বি স্মার্টার? শুনে নিন, isn't it smarter to produce 200 units compared to 100? Because if I produce 200 units at this medium size plant, the average cost will be the lowest. But what am I doing? I'm producing 100 units. Average cost are much higher now.
Yes, ma'am.
আমার তাহলে কোন সাইজের প্ল্যান্ট চুজ করা উচিত? স্মল, মিডিয়াম or large to produce 100 units? Which size of plant is the most suitable for me to produce 100 units? Small, medium or large? Which has the lowest per unit cost? Minimum cost output কোনটাই হবে? হান্ড্রেড ইউনিটসটা আমি সবচেয়ে চিপে which plant এ প্রডিউস করতে পারবো? স্মল, মিডিয়াম or large? This is the small, this is the medium, this is the large. Look at the
Large.
diagram and tell me. Large এ, আচ্ছা লার্জ এ যদি আমি 100 ইউনিটস প্রডিউস করি, সাপোজ আমি ডায়াগ্রাম থেকে আরেকটু আঁকলাম, 100 ইউনিটস এর কস্ট কি বেশি না?
Yes, ma'am.
সবচেয়ে লোয়েস্ট কোন প্ল্যান্ট সাইজে আমাকে বলো 100 ইউনিটস প্রডিউস করা যাবে সবচেয়ে চিপেস্ট? স্মল না?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is the average cost of producing 100 units when you're in the small plant? This, when you're producing 100 units, that's the lowest per unit cost. Suppose this is 5 taka. If I choose to produce these 100 units in this medium sized plant, I'm spending 8 taka. তাহলে কি হচ্ছে? I'm in the wrong plant size? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose I'm producing these 100 units at a large plant size. তাহলে এইটাকে যদি আমি আরো এক্সটেন্ড করতাম, এখানে কোথাও হতো, তাহলে কি কস্ট আরো বেড়ে যেত না 100 ইউনিটস এর?
Yes, ma'am.
That means currently if I am producing in the medium plant size and I am producing 100 units, that means I am not producing at the lowest possible per unit cost, because this size of the plant is not suitable from 100 units. It's suitable for 200 units. If I produce 200 units, then this SRATC 2 shows me the lowest per unit cost. That means this medium size plant is suitable for 200 units. তাহলে এখন যদি আমি currently medium size এ থাকি, what should I do? I should actually choose the smaller plant size. And because it's the long run, I have the ability to choose the smaller plant size. I can get rid of my extra machinery, extra space, and move to a smaller plant size. Because when I'm producing this at the small plant, per unit cost is the lowest when I'm producing 100 units. Whereas আমাকে যদি কেউ বলতো আমি 300 ইউনিটস প্রডিউস করতে চাই, তাহলে আমার কি করা উচিত? একটা লার্জার প্ল্যান্ট সাইজে মুভ করা উচিত না? Because for 300 units, the per unit cost is the lowest when you're producing at a large plant, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So আমি যদি let's say মিডিয়ামে থাকি, তাহলে 300 ইউনিটস যদি হয়ে থাকে মিডিয়াম প্ল্যান্টে, এখানে হতো কস্টটা somewhere here 300 units যদি প্রডিউস করতাম but if I chose the correct size of the plant which is the large plant the cost would be somewhere here much lower right
Yes, ma'am.
that means because it's a long run if I am currently let's say in the medium sized plant and I'm producing 300 units I know I'm producing at a much higher cost than what I can produce at. So now I have the ability to move my production and increase it, my plant size and choose a larger plant size. আমার কাছে ability আছে based on how much I want to produce. So আমাদের গোল কি আমরা এমন একটা plant size এমন একটা amount of inputs চাই যেখানে আমরা যখন প্রডিউস করছি we are producing at the lowest possible per unit cost. So if I'm producing 100 units I should be choosing the small plant size, not the medium, not the large. If I'm producing 200 units, I should be choosing the medium plant size, not the small or the large. When I'm producing 300 units, I should be choosing the large plant size, not the small or the medium. And because it's the long run, I have the ability to pick whichever plant size is correct for my production. এখন এই যে শর্ট রান গুলা এখানে কি মাল্টিপল শর্ট রান কস্ট কার্ভস আছে আমরা মাত্র তিনটা প্ল্যান্ট সাইজ দেখিয়েছি এখানে we have 1 2 3 these are all short run ATC each shows the minimum cost output the lowest cost for a specific amount of output প্রত্যেকটাতে কি দেখাচ্ছে একটা স্পেসিফিক অ্যামাউন্টের জন্য লোয়েস্ট কস্টটা কি এখানে মাত্র তিনটা আছে in reality there are many more such ATC curves এরকম রিয়ালিটিতে অনেকগুলো এরকম শর্ট টার্ম ATC আছে different plant size when I join all of their minimum points আমি যদি এভাবে মিনিমাম পয়েন্টগুলোকে জয়েন করি I'll get one big ATC curve let me draw it again in this example we only had 3 ATC curves for different 3 levels of output. In reality, you can have more. When I join each of their minimum points, আমরা যদি প্রতিটারই minimum point কে join করি, we are going to get one U-shaped, একটা envelope shaped একটা curve পাবো, যেটাকে আমরা বলি long run ATC curve. So এখানে তো মাত্র তিনটা plant size আছে. You can have more than that. এরকম অনেকগুলা plant size থাকবে. When I join each of their minimum points, if I join each of their minimum points, after joining it, we'll have a flat, basically a U-shaped or an envelope-shaped curve. যেটাকে আমরা বলি long run ATC curve. This shows basically the minimum point or the lowest cost possible for different levels of output. So for example, when the firm is producing Q1, the lowest possible cost is here. When it's producing Q2, the lowest possible cost is here. It gives the firm an idea that if I'm producing Q3, this is where the cost should be and this is the size of the plant I need. So it's a family of short-run ATC curve. This is what it looks like. Can everyone see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So AJ long run ATC curve, the brown one, it's made up of multiple short run ATC curve. Each curve is showing you a plant size. So every point on this orange line is the lowest cost per unit cost to produce that quantity. So that means here Q1 produce korte etai hocche lowest basically cost. Er kome ami Q1 produce korte parbo na. Similarly, Q3 আমি যদি প্রডিউস করতে চাই this is the lowest per unit cost to produce Q3 এর থেকে কমে আমি প্রডিউস করতে পারবো না this gives an idea when you're in the long run the firm has the flexibility to choose levels of output based on the per unit cost the firm knows if I'm producing Q3 I'm producing it at the lowest per unit cost I cannot produce it at a cheaper rate কি সবাই বুঝতে পারছে
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, make sure to go through this. Okay, let me just take your attendance. সবাই কি অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দেখেছে?
Yes, ma'am.
কারো কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন আছে অ্যাসাইনমেন্টে? Make sure clear the question out. সাদি আলম, সাদি আলম, দেবব্রত ঘোষ,
Yes, ma'am.
আবুল হাসনাত,
Present, ma'am.
আহাদ বিন কাশেম,
Yes, ma'am.
গোলাম রব্বানি,
Yes, ma'am.
লামিয়া ইশরাত,
Present,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
ma'am.
রাখছি, ওয়েট এ সেকেন্ড। নাজমুল ইসলাম ডাকবো, কারণ নাম বাদ দিয়ে যাবো না আমি।
আচ্ছা।
ফয়সাল আহমেদ,